Hi guys, on today's episode I just want to do a few short clips of the reasons why I really love the e-pedal. Now the first part is going to be the most fun. I'm just about to enter which is effectively a 60 zone here in the UK in some country lanes, and one of the things I really love about it, as I found out yesterday when I was driving it through some country lanes, is that you can actually fine-tune, which would be effectively in an internal combustion engine vehicle, like where you can balance the throttle as you're going through the bends, and with that, obviously with conventional gear changes, you can control engine braking, which kind of like helps dig the car into the tarmac a bit. But obviously we haven't got none of that on this vehicle, so instead, with the energy, the regenerative force of the electric motor kind of making up for that with the e-pedal as well. So for example, now I'm accelerating into this bend. There's two kind of fast sweepers coming up. I'm only doing about 50 mile an hour, just over 50 mile an hour. It's a 60 zone, and so as I come up to this bend now, I mean, I'm literally keeping the throttle, like the accelerator pedal, actually finely balanced, so the car actually feels really planted to the ground. So if traditionally, if you for those of you who don't, I've had sports cars over the years, if you lift off, you could potentially get oversteer. Most front wheel drive cars you would get understeer, but when you use engine braking in a traditional car, say you'd be doing, say, 50 mile an hour in, say, fourth gear, and you drop it down to third gear, you'll bring the revs up and you can actually feel the car sit a lot nicer on the road. It's kind of hard to describe. You probably know what I'm talking about, but the point I'm trying to make is you can actually do that with this e-pedal, and it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, I'm going through these bends while I'm obviously doing commentary to you guys, and this is so much fun. I mean, it's like effectively you're having the engine braking effect and the accelerator with just one pedal, which is phenomenal. That Nismo version of this Leaf with an enhanced version of this is going to be absolutely mind-boggling, and obviously the extra suspension work they're going to do on that vehicle to actually get the tuning of it right, more akin for, say, a hot hatch. It's absolutely going to be a blast, because this is absolutely amazing fun. And the thing is, you don't have to go that fast. I mean, I've got some very sharp bends, because I know these roads very well. I've got two bends coming up in a little while that are going to go back, obviously they're going to go back and forth, but one of them is actually quite a tight hairpin bend, and normally in my other vehicle, which had a Tiptronic gearbox, I'd actually, if I was just having a little bit of fun when there's no one on the road, early hours of the morning, I would literally go through the gears, because that had a 6-speed automatic gearbox, and I'd drop down from, say, 6 to, say, 3rd to bring the engine revs up, and literally you could feel it pin and grip to the road as it went around this hairpin. This thing does it better than that, and you haven't got you can keep both hands on the wheel, which makes it a fantastic safety feature. Like, I'm just going around this one now. I mean, I'm actually lifting off, and it's actually really got some steep energy braking coming in, and it's like, woohoo! That is absolutely amazing fun. Really good fun. Yeah, sorry about that. Kind of like a childish moment, but I'll tell you what, this car is absolutely amazing. This was made for country lanes, and the thing is, like I say, with the speed that I'm travelling through these corners, you haven't got to be going like 70 mile an hour. Obviously it's illegal, but I mean, I was doing on that hairpin, I glanced very quickly, and I was doing like 40, still in a 60. I'm sadly now coming into a 30 zone. I'm gonna have to slow right the way down. That's it, I'm actually doing 28. Oh, I've just got to go a bit faster. Yeah, so that's the first point I wanted to make, is obviously the fun factor for the e-pedal is right up there. It's absolutely brilliant. You guys, if you ever get a test drive, sadly, I'm actually going to let Derek know to take people out on country lanes, because all of the roads that we travelled on were all pretty much like normal streets, and obviously there was, as you could see in the test drive video, there was some motorways, not motorways, dual carriageways, but he needs to take people through the twisty bits to show them how good this e-pedal is. One thing to note though is that at the moment I'm actually getting the maximum amount of regen. I mean, when I'm backing off, not right off, but I'm actually backing off, so I'm only showing that I've actually got about 2/3 of the battery. So obviously this probably wouldn't be that good on a full battery, because obviously you've the regen factor is less. I noticed it the other day when I had my first full day, and literally it was you was getting very little regen when you're still on like 98 or 95 or even 90% battery state. So basically when it goes down a bit, but yeah, other than that it's like brilliant. So that's the end of my first e-pedal clip. The next one I do will probably encounter some town driving, and I'll do that one probably tomorrow now, so I'll edit this out obviously, and I will see you guys